Welcome to the toughest housing market that I've seen in years. I've been a real estate agent for 7 years and I've never seen it this hard to make money in real estate. So in this video, I want to dive into a quick speculation on why I think many of the agents in the business now are going to start quitting. Real estate agents are going to start saying bye in 2022. Let's dive into the video and I'm going to tell you why. So if you've been in this business for a long time, you could probably look back on the good days when you were able to show buyers houses, make an offer, negotiate a little bit, and get your offer accepted, move forward, and get a commission check. Well, these days it feels like that is a distant memory. How many of you are working with buyers, you're running them around town, you show them a house, they fall in love with it, but then you find out the house has 49 offers. And then before you know it, you're getting that call from the agent saying, sorry, we went with somebody else. I wish you better luck next time. That's not fun because you have to get back on the road, show them another bundle of houses, and then it happens again and again and again. Before you know it, your buyers are calling you saying, I decided I'm just gonna rent and I'm gonna put this on hold. You spent 3 or 4 months working and you're not going to get paid. That's the reality of the real estate market in 2022 if you're a buyer's agent. Now, if you're a listing agent, you are facing the opposite. You're cold calling, you're spending time on the phone. People are telling you that they don't want to list because they have nowhere else to buy. There's no inventory, there's nowhere to move. They don't like the houses that are on the market, so they're gonna stay put. That's what you're facing as a listing agent. Now, when people do decide to list, you have to put your best foot forward and work really hard to get that listing because there's so much competition on the market. And if you're a brand new agent, you're facing a uphill battle because you're going up against seasoned vets. And when you go up against seasoned vets, there are tools in the toolbox that you might not have yet. So with that being said, let's dive into why a lot of agents are going to start walking away from this business in 2022, in my opinion. So first and foremost is the low inventory problem. We have a real problem with inventory, and this has been a problem for a while, but interest rates are starting to rise. So that's the perfect storm, and that's going to squeeze the market. Basically, in my opinion, you're going to start seeing buyers back off a little bit. Sellers, the properties are going to start hanging out a little bit more on the market. And then before you know it, you're in a situation where it's kind of like a stalemate. Now it will balance out, it will adjust, but in that meantime, you're gonna have a situation where buyers are backing off the gas, sellers aren't really selling because there's not much inventory, and people are just kind of fighting over the same deals, and it's causing dramatic scarcity in the market, and it's actually causing a lot of agents to spin their wheels because they have buyers that wanna buy. In a normal market, they would be cashing out commission checks and doing their normal thing. But in this market, you know, they might have to show 50 to 70 houses before an offer gets accepted. And then you have to get to the finish line of that offer. And then sometimes the seller has to find a house for them to move into. There might be a Hubbard Clause attached to it where they're not gonna close unless they find something. And they might not find something. So this market is very challenging. And I just wanna be honest about it. I wanna be real about it. So you got to stick it out. And in my opinion, I've shifted my entire team to focus on listings. We still work with buyers. You know, we have helped buyers this year, but if you want to make money in this market, you're going to have to be a listing agent. Now, you're going to have to battle to get the listings. That's just the reality. And there's a lot more licensed agents in the market than ever before. And there's a lot less inventory in the market than ever before. So we're kind of in the perfect storm. And if you want to do this and you want to be successful at this, you're going to have to survive. In my opinion, go after listings, get a program like Vulcan 7. There's an affiliate link in the description below. That's what we use to prospect for sale by owners, for rent by owners, all that kind of stuff. We can do circle prospecting through there and try to cut your expenses. That's what we're doing. You know, when times get tough, you have to get lean, you know? You don't want a big, slow moving business with a ton of fixed expenses because those bills are going to come in every month, no matter if you're selling real estate or if you're having a dry month and you don't have any checks coming through the door. So I would say get lean. If you're buying a bunch of buyer leads, cancel it. This is controversial. This is just my opinion. Get rid of it, because some of you are spending $2,000 or $3,000 a month for buyer leads that you can't close because there's no inventory, and you're just driving around your state showing millions of houses and getting nothing accepted. That's just going to lead to frustration and burnout, and it could even lead to a financial emergency if you're burning through all your savings, spending money on leads that you can't make commission on because they're not getting accepted. Now, your market might be different. Maybe you're getting buyers' offers accepted. Maybe it's not as scarce, and that's fine. If you're making an ROI on your lead source, I would definitely say don't shut that lead source off as long as you're making money on it. But if you're just spending money on leads, you're signing buyers, and you're not getting any commission income from it, I would highly suggest that you put it on pause and cut it out for now, because you might be running into some lean times for the next couple months. Focus on listings, and it could change everything. I flipped over to listings a couple months ago, and I have 3 coming up this month. So it's definitely doable. You're gonna have to work hard to get them, but it can be done, and that's the highest and best use of your time in this kind of market, in my opinion. So what I would do is get rid of the high expenses, work with sellers, right? Because basically there's people making money in this market. It's just the people that are working with sellers, and the agents that know how to get sellers. So like any market, it's supply and demand. So when something's in demand, you want to be able to get it and stock it into your inventory. When there's a lot of supply of something, there's not as much demand. So there's a lot of demand for listings, and the people that have listings as agents are doing very, very well. So there are people making money in this market. In fact, there are people crushing it in this market. But you have to flip your mindset. You have to list to last, right? That's a popular saying that's been said for a long time. And you have to just focus on getting listings right now. And cut your expenses. If you're not making money from something, readjust, see if there's a cheaper product in the market, and really try to trim your business down, because when cash flow is not coming through the door and it's going out the door every month, things can get a little shaky. So I hope this video helps. I want to be realistic with you. Some of you just started real estate and you're just kind of like shocked as to what's going on. It hasn't always been this way. But I'll tell you right now, if you focus on the right things and you double down on getting listings and becoming a listing agent, you can make this market work. And in fact, I would even argue that it's even easier for listing agents now, because you basically list the house, do some good marketing, make sure the seller is getting the highest and best offer. That's the most important part. And it's very easy to sell. As long as you price right, you're gonna make money. So being a listing agent, tremendous opportunity. Being a buyer's agent right now, very, very hard. You're gonna get frustrated and it might burn you out. So if you like this video, if you like content for real estate entrepreneurs, definitely subscribe. We come out with videos on a weekly basis. So hit the like button, subscribe, and thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.